With so many mysterious and potentially dangerous oddities occurring aboard the ship, one might think Professor Bolin, former head of the Science Academy back on Chen, wouldn't have time to grace us once again with one of his very exciting, very mandatory lectures on a, quote, scientific topic relevant to the public interest. And about that, you would be wrong. This month, with the past first and foremost in all our minds, the good professor has chosen to comment on our shared history. This is Colin Gossel for Deep Space Radio, apologizing in advance for Professor Bolin.
Good. I have been stunned, fellow passengers, by the continued deference, expressed by many of you, to the laws and customs of our home planet Chen. Apparently, it's many of your belief that because we all come from Chen, the society we establish on Beta will be a Chenish colony. From a legal standpoint, this cannot be further from the truth, and I feel it's high time you all understood why. In the early days of interstellar travel, humankind attempted to establish empires across the stars. Powerful planets would send out colonies, squabbling with each other for resources and positioning. Meanwhile, with hundreds of years of travel separating these new colonies from their supposed rulers, a fierce desire for independence began to ignite. Conflict was inevitable, and so began the sovereignty wars. We've all heard the stories. Battles raged for centuries, some so massive they could be seen light years away. Tiny red stars in the night sky. Endless escalation and bloodshed ultimately led to the total destruction of the capital planet Titania. This annihilation, unprecedented in human history, shocked the 42 colonies into the truce which still holds to this day, the agreement that every planetary colony has a right to govern itself. With several thousand years since that agreement was made, no planets have attempted to breach it yet. And, of course, under the terms of the agreement, we will have full sovereignty on the planet Beta once we arrive. Though we are Chenish in origin, the Chenish government, as a rule, had nothing to do with our voyage, which is why many of us had to sell nearly everything we own to become co-financiers of this journey. Special allowances are made for sought-after professionals in certain fields, but you all know how difficult it is for the average person to secure a berth aboard any colony ship, even one as modest as the Cloud Breather. For many, it's sadly impossible. Which is why it is important, now more than ever, to distance yourself from our noble past. We are not mere envoys of our mother planet, but explorers who will wield massive influence over a new civilization, one of our own design. By the time we arrive at our new home, the one you left will be hundreds of years dead and gone. We are not Chenish, we are Betans. This has been Professor Bolin. I will return again soon.
Want to know what happens next? You can listen to the next episode, plus other exclusive content right now on our podcast, Deep Space Radio. Follow the link in our description to check it out. Stay tuned for new episodes every day, and safe travels.